My fault, said Horace Grant. Armstrong remaining with Turner.
There's a concern on the Bulls' part as to what player can match up against Turner and keep his penetration to a small amount and in transition get back to stop him.
Nice pass from Barkley. Turner could not connect on the reverse. Sixers get the new 24. Barkley again facing the double team and kicks it out. Anderson goes to the left hand, and that is offensive interference.
The ball was still in the cylinder when Anderson went back up for the second opportunity. I think this ball would have gone in on its own had he not touched it. He just tried to help the cause.
We are down to 1 minute left in a first quarter that has been all Chicago. Cartwright open. Yes. He has 12, and the Bulls lead by 20.
The Bulls are running a little baseline screen series. Cartwright steps out, sets a screen. The Bulls let one of their players fly off him, and when Cartwright's man goes to help out, he just steps in the middle of the lane. He's wide open.
Now Grant guarding Barkley. Help from Armstrong as Barkley swings in. Yes, and it counts. What a move by Charles Barkley.
He just scored the basketball that time over and through 3 Bulls players. Armstrong, Pippen, and Grant. He splits the double. Here comes the third player, Pippen, to try and block. Little pump, still scores. Great concentration. You can imagine the strength in this man.
The Roar greeting. Bill Cartwright headed to the bench. Will Perdue, who has played very well as of late, also hearing it from the crowd, but the cheers are for Cartwright, who hit 6 out of 7 for 12 points. The foul by Grant, putting Barkley at the line. He completed the three-point play, and the Bulls with a 34-17 lead. Jordan sweeping in. He challenged Bull, and the Sixers have a 3-on-2. Bulls able to get back.
You may have wondered why Jordan took it so quick to the basket. He was hoping that they would get 2 shots to end out this quarter. If the Sixers shoot, they get it back again for the last shot.
Anderson for 3. Ron Anderson, who normally does not look for the 3, was able to hit. Pippen did not see the pass, had to save it, and succeeds. Here's Grant. Final seconds of the quarter. Andre Turner. That's the end of the first. It's the Bulls 34 and the 76ers 20. Bill Cartwright with 12 points to spark the Bulls in this opening quarter of Game 1 of the best of 7.
Welcome back to Chicago Stadium. I'm Ahmad Rashad, joined by the original Hersey Hawkins Sr. I guess it's good news, bad news. Good to have your son back home, but bad news because he's facing this hot Chicago Bull team.
Oh, they'll make a comeback.
You think they're on their way back?
Yeah, they will 16 down, 3 more quarters, so got trouble there, fella.
Well, one of the tough things, he's got the impossible task of trying to guard Michael Jordan, but in the past, he's given Jordan some problems defensively.
Well, I don't think nobody can guard Jordan.
Can Jordan guard your son?
All right. Not really. He's going to get his point.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Good luck to your son's team. All right, Marv.
All right, Ahmad. Hersey Hawkins, one of 3 Chicago natives on the 76ers, along with Ron Anderson and Ricky Green. Hersey had a rough time in the first quarter, 1 out of 4, and had difficulty locating shots. Andre Turner in the backcourt with Hersey Hawkins, Manute Bol, Charles Barkley, and Ron Anderson up front as we get started in the second. Here's Barkley with the step, and again Charles will go to the foul line.
Look for Charles Barkley to take it upon himself to turn this game around and get the 76ers back into it. Give him the basketball every opportunity. Let him go to the basket. Hopefully get some three-point plays out of it. But he needs to initiate some things. The Sixers have no easy scores in this first half of basketball.
Will Perdue called for the foul. You hear the noise in the background. They have distributed I guess you would call it a rattling device, Mike. I know you can associate with this a little bit easier. Clackers. Good. Thank you so much. Not part of my vocabulary. Clackers have been distributed. There they are. Track crew documenting every possible shot here at Chicago Stadium.
With Bol on the floor, the Sixers right now go into their 2-2-1 press, trying to force some turnovers, trying to change the tempo of this basketball game in their favor.
Greg Hodges, who just checked in. It's 34-22 Chicago. They led by as many as 20. Sixers have hit on their last. They have run off 8 consecutive points. Anderson and Barkley try to keep it alive. Last touched by Chicago.
Whenever the Bulls suspect that the Sixers are going to go into the press, the trap, they put Hodges in the deep corner and tell him to fire the three-pointers. 3 for 5 in the first series against the Knicks from behind the three-point line.
We showed you the excellent shooting by the Sixers in the series against Milwaukee. That was actually an aberration for this club. 10 on the shot clock. Turner forcing one. Firing it high and wide. It will be Chicago ball. The 76ers are the only team to have a winning record and shoot worse from the field than its opponents, although they shot exceptionally well against the Bucks. That is a most unusual stat. Pippen off the pick. Scottie Pippen has hit 6 of 7. He has 12 points.
If they are going to continue to use Minute's man to set screens, and I'm talking about the Chicago Bulls, Minute will have to step up and challenge the jump shooters. He can't lay back too far, or else they're wide open shots.
And here's Minute. Purdue on the rebound. Oh, Barkley nearly picked it off. Armstrong and Hodges at the guards. Jordan sitting down. Purdue with Pippen and Grant up front. Purdue changed his mind and then lost it. Not much of the category of hands on both sides of the ledger.
But when that ball's on the floor, you need to get down on the floor and get after. Reaching down is not going to get it for you as Hersey knocks out a three-pointer.
The Sixers climbing back into it. Now down by 11 with 2:15 gone by in the second. They were down by as many as 20 in the first quarter. Philly shooting only 7 for 22 in the first. Stay right here, says Hugh Evans. Foul being indicated. It's on Andre Turner. Timeout has been called. We'll be back in a moment. In talking with Bulls and Sixers players the last couple of days, it's been made clear that this will be a very physical series. Charles Barkley was telling us last season, prior to the playoff series with the Bulls, the Sixers style was actually affected by warnings from the league office.
We're a very physical team. We're not dirty, but we're very physical. We don't give up layups. And I think last year, after the officials met with us and told they were going to toss anybody who threw in their hard fouls, I think we definitely got intimidated, and we're not going to live with that this year. We're going to come out and play 76er type basketball.
Well, Mike, to this point, it has been quiet in that department, but the Bulls say they expect very aggressive play. From Chicago's point of view, how do you handle the Sixers' aggressive mentality?
Well, I think the aggressiveness starts at the defensive end of the floor, and so far in this game, Philadelphia has not been aggressive at the defensive end. Chicago does what it wants, but Phil Jackson does a real good job of preparing the team. They understand they're going to be hard fouls, no easy layups. We're going to have to go to the free throw line, make our shots, but they can't lose their concentration.
Will Purdue has given the Bulls a 38-25 lead. The Sixers in the midst of an 11-2 run before that bucket by Purdue. Barkley 4 out of 5. The rest of the squad 4 for 21. And Purdue on the rebound. Will Purdue had a 16-point double-figure rebound game in New York on Tuesday as the Knicks were swept by the Bulls. Here's Grant. And Hawkins getting inside. Hersey Hawkins going to the boards effectively. That his 6th rebound. 3 minutes gone by in the second. Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Ahmad Rashad from Chicago Stadium. Stacey King getting set to come on for the first time. Armin Gilliam, who just checked back, takes one cross court. And Anderson Iverson couldn't handle the pass from Hawkins.